Okay, we're going to go through the angles of attack. There's 12 angles of attack. What they're trying to do is just incorporate all the different attacks that you might see from the opposite side. We need to understand these so we can defend against them. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is step up and cross down with the blade. So from the outside to the inside is a cross down for the number 1. My number 2 is I'm going to reverse it. So a backhand, cross down. You'll see all the way through this we're doing forehand, backhand. That's going to be important later on in the DVD. From the number 3 it's a horizontal, forehand. Number 4 is the backhand. So it's the give and receive motion. Number 5 I'm going to thrust straight up the centre line. Number 6, exactly the same as our stick work, I want to go in between the ribs. We already talked about that. Number 7, exactly the same thing. So nothing's changed. All of the stick work is the same up until 7. But I don't need to generate force with this tool. I can use this to my advantage to cut. So from 7 onwards we are going to change the drill. 7 goes in, I'm going to drop my blade and rotate. So it's a double cut. Why am I bothering doing a double cut? If Alex gives me a thrust straight in, I'm blocking from here, I'm going to make sure I cut. It's the only time in the 12 count you're going to do a double strike. It's a double 0 for those of you guys who do regular Filipino martial arts. So we were at the 7, we dropped to the 8 and cut. From here with the 9, I'm going to take out the sartorius. Take it at 10, I'm taking out the sartorius. Dropping it low for the number 11, dropping it down for the number 12. So again, why are we doing things like this big pencil case type movement? Although I'm learning how to do the cuts, I'm also learning how to do my blocks as well. If I'm in a low position and Alex gives me a 1, from here, this is my number 11. If I'm in a high position, Alex gives me a strike down here, here's my number 12. So even though we're learning how to do the angles of attack, we can apply them as blocks as well. So again, 1 is a dropping outside to inside, forehand. Reverse motion with the 2. 3 is the horizontal, and 4 is the reverse motion. 5 is the thrust. 6 is the upper rib thrust. 7 is the upper rib thrust. From here we're dropping on the 8, the double strike. I'm taking out the sartorius, taking out the sartorius. I'm going to drop my weapon down, cut up the body, cut down the body. So we're just going to go through the angles of attack again. I want to show you from the front position. What's important, and this obviously often gets missed, is that you're doing Filipino stick work feet, Filipino knife work hands. So it's important when you're doing the blade work that you're doing exactly the right things with the feet. Think of it like you're sparring now. What I'm trying to do is protect my organs. I'm trying to protect the parts that he wants to take away from me to shut my body down. So it's more of a sparring type drill as opposed to stick footwork. So we're going to go through the drill now. So the 1 drops down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The other thing that's really important here is I'm not doing Kill Bill. We're not trying to show a movie, we're not trying to make the technique look very cool. So I'm not dropping my weapon all the way down so the blood sprays up behind me. This is a self-defense response. I don't want to kill anyone, I want to stop my attacker safely and sensibly so I can either control or move on to the next technique. So when you're doing this, make sure that your weapon stays forward from here. When I'm thrusting, I'm up. When I'm dropping down, I'm cutting through. My weapon's still forward, it's live and ready to go. And coming through.